I'm keeping it short and sweet this week. I have not gotten the video edited for the second tarot cards video. So I'm already like a week out. So to keep in my, I'm posting every week goal, I'm just posting a little update real quick. I'm still doing the DoorDash. Driving gets easier every day. There are still areas I won't go. There's been a couple times it wanted us to go downtown. No, thank you. That will forever be a place of I don't wanna. And I am only going down there for medical reasons. And the offers were not worth that amount of a drive. We were a little further out than, because I'm doing this with my kiddo. I drive and she drops off the food. But we kind of have a 10-mile out limit set, but we were out a little further from our area for a delivery, and then it wanted to throw us 13 miles from that downtown, and then it did 12 miles to a place that was really, it's like next door to downtown, and I'm like, no thank you. But beyond that, everything's been going well. Driving just gets easier and easier the more I do it. I'm still kind of surprised that just suddenly I'm okay driving. Used to be major panic going anywhere beyond my neighborhood. Just so much anxiety, and it's not there. It is not there. It is really weird. I wish I could share the secrets of how I did it, but I'm kind of baffled at how it happened. So, other than I've been working on shifting my mindset for years now on things, and been getting a handle on my anxiety in general, but I really don't know how the driving thing just kind of suddenly shifted. Beyond that, still haven't had anything to do with jury duty. Still have check-ins. It tends to be a few days of letting you know there will be no jury duty, and then you check in, and there's been a few times that it's been day by day. For the most part, there's even been times I've known for a whole week, just about. So I check in Thursday, so tomorrow night. It's Wednesday right now, and hopefully I get this up tonight. If not, it'll be first thing tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, life is going pretty well. Etsy shop is doing well. That was a big old pause. Yeah, not much is going on. Not any major changes, and doing a little bit better on how I'm dealing with grief. I quit crying about my friend Deanna on the daily. It hasn't even been a weekly basis. Yesterday morning I was exercising, and it just, I teared up, came in my head. I have even cried about, and not like heavy crying, I just tear up about my cat Tigger that passed away a couple years ago, and it will be, on the 14th of June, it'll be 2 years. He died of an asthma attack. I still carry a lot of guilt. I am realizing that I still have a lot of guilt with him. because he went into an asthma attack in the car. And I feel like if I would have never put him in the car that day, maybe he'd still be with me. But I knew something was wrong with him, and that was why I was taking him, so he could be assessed to see if he had asthma. I was taking him so I wouldn't lose him, and I lost him in the process. So I know, had I not put him in the car that day, it could have been the next day, that day anyway, a week later, a month later. And he was an outside cat, even though I was kind of, because he didn't start out as mine. I'm not big on having outside cats, especially where I live. There's too much traffic. If I lived out in the country, it'd be a different, much different, I'd have a much different mentality on that. But he didn't start out being mine, and he was used to being outside. And he became mine because he was out in, freezing, below freezing temperatures one winter, and I snatched him. I was like, "You're coming in, little buddy," and he became mine in a heartbeat. But I continued to let him, go out. So, well, I knew he was someone else's, so of course I didn't keep him. But they asked me if he would be, if I would take care of him, because they were moving to an apartment, and I couldn't take him with. And they knew, they didn't see him much anymore. He always came home to me. But I knew he was coming home out of breath. So I know, had I not taken him, that maybe one day I gave in and let him out, because again, I was trying to not let him out very often anymore. I was getting nervous. Maybe one day I would have gave in and felt sorry for him and let him out to go connect with nature, and he would have never come back to me. Or he could have went into an asthma attack here, and I couldn't have gotten him to a vet soon enough anyway. I know all these things, but I still carry a lot of guilt with him. So that's come up. And then today, just remembering, like I said a few weeks ago, it was 30-year anniversary of Dad. And just out of nowhere, the memory, just reliving, it was a little bit of a flashback of what went down. Me and my mom drove away. She was getting her hair cut, and for some reason I wanted to go with her that day. And as soon as we walked in the door of where she was getting her hair cut, the phone rang. The person that cut her hair answered the phone and gave Mom the phone. And I hear her tell my sister to call 911. I said, "What?" And she said, "Your dad collapsed in the yard." And I screamed, "Oh my God." And just the drive home, even though we were just around the corner, seemed like forever, and I screamed the whole way. Because I knew. I had just had a dream of him dying. So I knew. But yeah, that, I haven't felt that in a really long time, or had a flashback of that, and that made me tear up. So grief is coming up, and I guess working itself out of my system, because when you cry, you heal, and you can't heal it unless you feel it. So when it comes up, you've got to let it come up. So yeah, there's a bit more acceptance with my Uncle Butch, because he was in his 80s, and he had been in not a good way for years. But yeah, so that's happening, but all is good otherwise. All is good, and even still, all is good. I'm processing. It happens as it happens. It happens as it happens. So, but I'm gonna go on and cut it off here. I can't believe I've been talking 10 minutes just about, and well, I guess I'll say the stuff, but what a video to say it on. If you like this video, give it a like. If you think it'll help somebody, share it, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing, mental health content, and, me just sharing the journey and what I found to help me along the way. So yeah, I hope you are having a good day and a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.